May I move now, Madam Chair, to the next item, another very important item. It is the school-based feeding program. Alam naman natin kung gaano ka-importante po ito dahil minsan pag pumapasok ng gutom yung ating mga estudyante at walang sustansya, maaaring hindi natututo sa ating mga classroom. And this also results to the stunting of our students. At kapag nangyari ito, talagang disadvantaged na po sila hanggang lumaki sila. So this is a very important program. They are requesting for a huge amount of 3,011,639,000 pesos. But I know that this is a very important program, but given the fiscal space that we're in, which is very limited, at ang laki naman ng ating itinulong sa classrooms. I would recommend, Madam Chair, half of what they requested in the amount of 1,528,978,000, Madam Chair.
Madam Chair.
Yes, Representative Poe.
We can't simply just slash that budget in half. Because I know the request is big at 3 billion, Madam Chair. But the difference between that and 1.5 billion, based on my estimates, at 220 days of feeding at 25 pesos per meal, you're looking at 269,000 students that could have been a part of the program, but won't be if you're slashing it in half, Madam Chair.
Let me just quickly check the details of the request. I'm going back to the master list of their requests. Because I remember they had a breakdown of that. 1 second.
And Madam Chair, baka they mention how they will implement the 3 billion also. Because it's a huge one.
Sa alam ko kasi, Madam Chair, it's 220 feeding days and it's 25 pesos per meal.
Sige. Madam Chair, while you're looking for the specifics, yes, VC, I would like to agree with you. But the implementation, again, yun lang yung reservation ko. Because what happened before, centralized sila, minsan dumarating na yung mga pagkain, gulay, for feeding program, bulok na. So, if we may, if we can implement it by region or provincial, is much better. But before, nagkakaroon sila ng MOA with the mayors. So, yung local government units, yung nag-implement nun ng feeding program, mas mabilis, expeditious yung paggawa, and plus, yung mayor mismo, na kung pumalpak yun, toda siya sa constituent niya. So, it's just a mode of implementation. So, I hope we can put it in the special provision regarding the implementation of the feeding program.
Po, nahanap na po namin ni SVC yung breakdown nung request nila na 3 billion.
Yes.
So, SVC, if you may, please share with the body.
Yeah. May I inform the body of the breakdown ng kanilang request na 3 billion. So this involves 1.88 billion to feed 3 million learners for additional 25 days. Aside from that, 29.9 million to feed 7,276 adolescents mother of nutritious food product in 60 days and hot meals in 30 days. In addition to that, another 1.1 billion to provide additional program support fund to ROs and SDOs for the cost of hauling. And contingency funds for regular component, milk component, CKGPP, and WINS and cold storage. So marami po dito yung for logistical support. And may I add, ang model po dito ng DepEd, if I may add, is yung province of Bataan who does the feeding program on its own. And they do it very efficiently. Kaya tama yung sinabi ni Rep. Fuentebella na for efficiency, maganda mag-partner with the LGUs dahil talagang kung hindi, masisiraan ka talaga pag too much centralized. We need partners on the ground that can deliver this service to our learners.
Would that be, because if I may po, SVC, kasi
Yes, please.
yung mismong component, sorry SVC, hiramin ko po muna ulit. Ito po kasi, the allocation out of the 3 billion that was requested that pertain directly to feeding the learners is roughly about 1.8. The others actually more of logistics. So I would, if it's okay po, with the indulgence, we focus on the allocation around the actual feeding program.
Well, para sa akin, as long as we maintain the actual feeding program, if you're telling me it's 1.8, then can we at least keep it at 1.8?
Review.
Siguro, Madam Chair, baka we can keep it at 1.8 muna, and then if there's really no fiscal space, then let's review the proposal ulit of the BARC to bring it down to 1.5.
So we now have 2 items that is approved conditionally. Kanina po, it's the STEP program of TESDA, and this one, for now, we will approve 1.88, but can we park that? So the other alternative
Yes.
is to entertain the initial proposal of SVC Garcia, which is half of the original proposal of DepEd,
Yes,
which is
Madam Chair,
3.1.
maybe we can just put an asterisk para mas madali natin makita.
Yes. Can you please, Comsec, may please highlight that? So it's 1.88 billion. Let's put for now 188. And 188 there. 18. And then on the side, can you also put the alternative as 50% of 3011? Half of the proposal there.
Madam Chair? Madam Chair, if I understood it correctly, I guess the explanation of Senior Vice Chairs kanina in response to Kong Brian was that the increase was mostly on the logistics because there's challenges.
Yeah.
If we carry on the proposal of Congressman Fontebella to download, kasi actually that would help the community eh. If you do the bidding process, the supply, you would help the local trade in that community. You will help the market, and that would substantially address the concern of
And that has been done before.
Congressman Brian.
Madam Chair, I agree with both of the congressmen. Tama naman po. If we get the LGUs involved, it strengthens the local community and commerce.
It's also important to highlight that actually there's a big allocation already in the NEP for the school-based feeding program. I think around 11 billion. There's already 11 billion there.
Madam Chair,
So we're just supplementing it actually.
yes, actually, I think it's important for our kababayans watching to know that what we're debating is really just the increase, no?
Yeah.
And that even at the NEP alone, we're maintaining already the school-based feeding program. We're actually increasing. If we go with the proposal of our senior vice chair, we will go from 11 billion to more than 13 billion pesos in school-based feeding. So really, I agree that we should increase, but as much as possible, I want to maintain the 1.8.
Sige, we'll try that. I think, thank you for highlighting that, Representative Poe. So we are now going above the 2025 GAA level for school-based feeding program. So we're increasing it by about 2 billion right now, given the proposal of SBC Garcia. So may I solicit a motion for the 1.88 billion?
I second.
Okay.
I move for the approval.
Solicit muna.
Move for the approval of
Okay.
1.88 billion, Madam Chair.
I second the.
With a special provision that not only to check the fiscal space, but regarding the implementation of this program.
We'll request from the agency as to how to word the special provision. So
Yes.
we'll get in touch with DepEd with regard to that. But for now, let us first approve the increase in the amount.
And,
But-
and just for the record, Madam Chair, I was a mayor before, ginawa nila dati to.
Okay.
So, walang problema, liquidation, etc. Because kung hindi ka liquidated, una-una makakasuhan ka, hindi makaka-download sa'yo. and sisihin ka rin ng mga estudyante, mga nanay ng mga tao.
Baka the,
Thank you, Madam Chair.
Madam Chair, baka the sponsor can bring it up sa plenary kung paano yung implementation.
Yes, so move for approval, Madam Chair.
Second? Any second? There's a motion. Julie seconded. The motion is carried. The budget for the school-based feeding program is hereby increased by 1.88 billion. However, similar to what we did for STEP, that is a conditional approval subject to where we land later on after all the deliberation. So we kind of are looking at a 300 million wiggle room for this. Please also highlight, COMSEC, please highlight STEP under TESDA. So that's the other conditional approval. And then the other one would be school-based feeding program, just the amount.